Hello, and welcome to Conversations with Auntie, where we have real talk about real life situations. I am your host, Tanya Lynne. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the real, the raw, and the unapologetic with Auntie. Hey, everybody and everybody. Hey, this is your favorite Auntie, Tanya Lynne. Happy New Year, everybody. Haven't seen you since last year. Hope everything's okay. And I know the new year hasn't been happy for everybody. So I just want to say that God is going to make it better. Trust in Him, rely on Him, and depend on Him. And it will get better. But remember, trust the process. Because while it's processing, you're going to be made whole. And you're going to be made better for it. Okay? Smooches. Now listen, y'all. I got a guest here. And I don't know, I'm pretty raw and she pretty raw. So all I'm going to say is get the fan because it's about to get hot up in here today. Not today, today. So I have my girl Latcia here. I've known her for some years. We go back to BOA. If you know what BOA means. We're just going to talk about choosing ourselves right now. Too often, men and women find themselves in a comfortable position, but they've outweighed your stay. The position did. It no longer serves you. It no longer defines you. It no longer supports you. It no longer feeds you. It no longer does anything for you. And so sometimes you have to do some resetting, reevaluating. Sometimes you even have to do some detachment. But unfortunately, some of us have become Velcro and we keep carrying dead weight around. We keep carrying things around. We keep carrying stuff around. So today we're going to talk about choosing yourself. And it's not being selfish, it's about being self-full. Because anytime, Danita Harris said it best when she was here and we were talking about being single again. Anytime you begin to die, your personality dies, your smile dies, who God created you begins to die, then you need to part. You need to move on and you need to detach. And so let's welcome Latcia, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am wonderful. I tell everybody I'm pretty and I'm good.
And you look good too.
Girl, you look good.
Thank you.
Don't we though?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we do. Clock it.
Clock it. Clock it. Yes, we do. And so I admire your journey. I admire your walk. You've been through a lot. And here's the thing, you shared it openly. And so we know what you shared, but I know when people like you and I become transparent, it opens the door for people to come and put their own opinion and their own spin on it.
Yeah.
And so that's just what happens when we choose to live our life out loud.
Yeah.
But even in living your life out loud, there still has to come boundaries and respect. And I just know people. So I know some people didn't respect your boundaries and respect your choices and decision. So in the beginning, we're going to start off with, girl, how did you handle that? Masterfully in public. Yeah, how about that? We start with the heavy.
Well, which part are you referring to?
First, let's start with the baby.
Okay. Well.
She said no topics untouched.
So, it's no secret. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. And full transparency, I was hoping that she wasn't his.
I was talking about your baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow. Y'all got an exclusive here. How about that? Boom. So, because the situation wasn't healthy for you?
It wasn't at all.
And we're talking about your husband.
My ex.
How about that?
Yes, ma'am. November 14th, 2025.
Your yesterday, not your today.
Not my today.
Not your today. Okay, so how do you go to work? How do you manage a podcast? How do you take care of your beautiful daughters? And how do you look good doing it when you're in pieces and not at peace? How did you masterfully, and I keep saying masterfully because I can see what some people can't see.
Yeah.
And so while you were smiling, you were fighting.
Oh, yeah.
You were fighting, but nobody could see the struggle.
Yeah. A lot of prayer. That's heavy. Because there were days, and here's another exclusive for you guys on your show. Some days I didn't want to wake up. And I was hoping that he didn't wake me up. And the only thing that kept me fighting was the fact that I had a responsibility to my children to change my story and to change the narrative of what they saw.
So you became the editor to your story.
I did.
So you chose you.
I did.
So you chose you.
I did. Yeah.
So in choosing you, did you have people who tried to put their own opinion on your life choices and what you decided for you? Tell me what the craziest thing somebody said, because people say something. Listen, when my husband died, somebody came up to me at BOA and said, I know how you feel, and you have my prayers because my man is gone too, and he won't be out until...
It's a difference.
My husband dead, your husband locked up.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
So what is can you remember the craziest thing somebody said
it just
to you?
happened to me.
Wow.
So there were two ladies at my job who called me in and they wanted to have like Bible study with me, or they wanted to have these interventions, I would say. And so they wanted to pray, and they wanted to put each other's husbands' names in a bag to pray for them. And I'm like, I don't want y'all to pray for him. Like, I don't want that. Like, I've already did my prayer. I've done what
You released.
I released it. And so they were like, oh, you're not going to be blessed. God's going to stop you. Divorce is not an option. Okay.
But this is our God who is forgiving.
Hello. So I was in the shower one day and we were separated. Now, nobody knows that we have been separated since like April of 25. And I was tired of the back and forth. And so when I was in the shower, I'm not going to say I did pray. And I said, God, what does my life look like without this other piece? And so he told me to trust me and to move and get out of his way.
I got God bumps. I just got God bumps.
And so from there, that was the realest thing that I had ever heard from him. And I needed to stop fearing. And the fear piece for me was financially. How would I be able to maintain taking care of myself and my children and a household without the little bit of help that I was getting?
Little bit.
Yeah. And so he said, trust me and move. Wow. And I have not missed a beat since.
You haven't. And so with that then came this man, your weight loss journey is sick. It is just sick. And you did that in public.
Yeah.
So did they tell, why you losing weight? 'Cause I got so sick of people, why you want to lose weight? Why you want to do? It's my life. It's not your life. It's my choice. It's not your choice. But as you started losing the weight on the outside, you were losing weight on the inside.
Yeah.
You were in a full release mode.
Oh, yeah.
Because you chose you.
Yeah. So, and here's another exclusive. I'm just dropping all these gems
Drop
for you
them.
all.
Because they tell, look, wait a minute. Hey, Monicia. Hey, Kay. They watching. Trust me. Move out the way.
So, he was mean. Like, very, very nasty to me. Like, I'm a very loving person.
And you are.
And I grew up in a loving home environment. Like, family means everything to me. Yeah. And so I would watch programs where I would see couples who were in love. So I thought that this is what life was supposed to look like.
Because we don't know anything else.
Exactly.
If that's the environment you grew up in, and that's what we see portrayed everywhere, we don't know the opposite of, well, I do, because my mom and dad fought like Ike and Tina.
Right.
But if that's not what you have, then you don't know the other side of the coin.
Right. So when that wasn't happening for me, my vice was not drinking, it wasn't smoking, it was eating. And so I figured if I did this and put on the weight, then it would make me become unattractive to him and he would leave.
But then he got more mean.
More mean and was with whoever and wherever. And so
Horologist, okay.
yeah. And so I had to wake up one day. And I had,
Girl, that's the title of a book.
yeah. Oh God, everybody is asking me when
I had to wake up one day.
Yeah.
That's heavy right there.
Yeah.
That's a sermon. I might preach. I had to wake up one day.
Because see, here's the
Somebody
thing.
typed that. I had to wake up one day. Somebody typed that for me in the comments. We don't let that go.
Being a mother of all girls, you have to set an example for them. And if I wasn't here,
Come on.
what would they have? Like, what type of life would they have?
And if you're not here, do I need him to raise them?
Right. And
Like,
that
for
was,
real.
And that was the thought process for me. And it became more of, let me get out of this mindset of giving to everybody else and start giving and pouring into myself and seeing myself.
Self-full.
Yeah.
Wow. So even though we're talking about marriage, we're talking about relationship between a man and a woman, there is still outward relationships that sometimes you just have to let go of. Sometimes you have to reevaluate those situations because the same situations present themselves in other areas of life. So I know with me in this season, I'm 61 and I ain't done. That's my season. Like, let's go. Let's go. I'm alive, so I am determined to live my best blessed life unapologetically, without explanation.
Right.
Without explanation. But even in doing that, God has me reevaluating certain people in my life.
Yeah.
And as I'm reevaluating them and evaluating some other ones, some stay and some go. And so in this process of coming out, in this process of relief, in this process of being self-full, what other areas began to shift? What other dynamics began to change? Like, how did your vision change? That's it. How did you see other things?
I started seeing what life looked like for me on a different level. Not a level of through his eyes and his lenses and his vision.
Because oftentimes we lose our identity in other people, places, and things.
Yeah.
For instance, if you're always, so like I'm a person that will give. Hey, Sheena, I had to wake up. Well, thanks, Sheena. Hey, Tara. I am the person that is a giver. That's just naturally me.
Yeah.
But my love language isn't you having to give me gifts. My love language is touch and quality time. That's my language. And so often though, because we give and that's who we are and what we do, people take, and take.
Yeah.
And then when they get blessed, they give to everybody, but the one that was there to rescue them, pray for them, cover for them, encourage them.
Yeah.
Have you encountered any of that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and so how did you navigate through?
Oh God. I mean, how do you separate yourself? Like being there but not being there. Like I still had to go through the motions. I still had to.
You said the wife
Yeah.
on all levels.
Yeah. And there was no connection for me. Like my mind would be like, okay, in that moment, I was thinking about folding clothes.
Are you done yet?
Yeah.
Because
Like,
this is not joyful for me.
this is nothing
Are you
for
done
me.
yet?
Like I have no emotional attachment at all.
So I'm going to pause right there because there might be a man or a woman, because men find themselves in the same seat that you're sitting in, you know, in the same position where they've done everything and she's not the most affectionate. She is very mean-spirited. She is a hoologist and whatnot. And so give me one word in that season that kept you going.
One word. Newness was coming.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I know you said one word.
No, but that's it. That's
Yeah.
a word from God can be a whole paragraph, a whole sentence, a whole verse. So newness is coming.
Yeah. And I think it happened when my grandmother passed away. I was at home, working from home, and I had a baby. And
was this during COVID? Right after?
This was 2023.
Okay, a couple years. Okay.
But I was on maternity leave, and they allowed me to work from home. So when I was at home, I had to write her obituary. And as I was writing her obituary, I asked my father to tell me, like, what was her life like? Explain it to me. And I got upset with him because he's like, let me call my cousin and find out. I'm like, this is your mom. You should be running it down for me, like every accomplishment, every achievement, everything that she's done in her life. And he had to call and get some information, and he wrote it, and I wrote what he wrote, and I added my piece to it. But as I was writing it, I was like, what are my daughters going to have to say about me?
You should have asked them to write an obituary.
I should have, but my thought process was, I'm going to write it for them. So all they have
But
I'm
going to tell you what they're going to have to say for you. They're going to say that she was loving.
Yeah.
They're going to say that she was fun. They're going to say that she was kind. They're going to say that she gave us God. They're going to say that she provided for us. Yeah. They're going to say that she had our back. They're going to say that she showed, because this is everything that I see. Yeah. That she showed up, that she was consistent, that she was the one. She danced with us. She laughed with us. She clowned with us. Yeah. She held us accountable. Yeah. We know how to clean because of her. We know how to cook because of her, and we ain't looking raggedy when we step out our house because of mommy. Right. So they gonna say that and then some, because you ain't going nowhere for a long time, because you got some great grands to see. But those are things. But it's sad that. But guess what? Then when you notice that, then you can't help but to notice the disconnect. Yeah. So if you can't say what's going on with mommy, if you can't say anything good about well, not just good, but if you can't connect intimately with mommy, because that's the first woman that you connect with, then how can you connect with another? Yeah. And I think my sister Mel and I was talking about that. Too often, things that happen to us in our childhood, we were talking about that today. Things that happen to us in our childhood causes us to not show up as our best self in adulthood.
That's good.
And especially, I'm going to say in the Black community, because we think that Jesus is it and all when it comes to mental wealth. But we take a pill for a headache. We take medicine for high blood pressure. We take medicine for diabetes. We wear glasses. We wear dentures. They take Viagra. They do all that stuff. But when it comes to see a psychiatrist, psychologist, so that we can talk to somebody and take a pill so that our mental can stay strong and we can be stable mentally, then that's the devil. Yeah. And then there's something wrong with that. No, it could be you weren't allowed to even have emotions. Because back in the day, men, you don't cry, you don't do that, you gay if you cry, you weak if you cry. But now we have learned that it is okay for a man to cry. It is okay for a man to be sensitive. It is okay for a man to show his emotions and things. Yeah. And so when we don't get it as a child, we become damaged adults or immature adults.
I'm a firm believer of therapy. I have a therapist now, and we talk. So we went from once a week to twice a week. I told him, I don't need to talk to you every week.
Come on.
So we can talk every 2 weeks because I want the things to build up. But in talking to her, it helps me to navigate my decisions and my choices on why I stayed in a situation that wasn't benefiting me. And so it helps me to put together the pieces to rebuild who I'm becoming. I like that the fact that Michelle Obama came out with that book, Becoming, because I've always said I'm going to become her, no matter what.
So I'm going to pause right now. So since you said that, I brought something for you. First, it says, I'm with you always. And that's just a little pad, a little pencil. But I got you this book, and it matches this. But this is one of my favorite scriptures. It says, she is clothed in strength and dignity. This is Proverbs 31:25. And because you said the inside says the value of you is priceless.
Thank you.
Priceless. Proverbs 31:10, far above rubies, priceless. Don't you ever forget it. There can never be a price put on your love. There can never be a price put on your heart. There can never be a price put on your sacrifice, because you are priceless. I have watched you without saying anything in my MS struggle and laughed in days when I just cried, because I remember who I was and I was no longer her and I would no longer be her again. So people are watching you, Latcia, that you don't know are watching you, and they're gaining strength from you. So I'm glad you came out.
Thank you.
I'm glad you chose you. I'm glad you fought for you. And not only that, then you broke the cycle. So now your daughters know what to look for. Your daughters know what to hope for.
Oh, yeah.
And your daughters know what not to settle for. And a lot of people try to condemn people because of divorce and whatnot. God forgives. And here's the thing, though. It says what God... It says what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. And sometimes it's not God, it's lust, it's us, it's whatever that put us together. And so if it no longer is, again, if, as Danita said, if the you that you are is dying and have died, then that is death we do part, and deuces.
Yeah.
I got to go.
Yes.
I got to go.
Yeah. But you want to know what's funny?
What?
My children are the one that told me to do it.
No, that's not funny. Most often, children will speak up, but parents won't listen. And children will say little things along the way, but parents won't listen.
Oh, yeah. My girls were like, number 2. So, y'all, if you don't know, I give my children numbers. 2 is like me, but she's a more vocal version of myself. Like, she don't take no mess from anybody. And she was like, Mom, this ain't it. This is not it.
This ain't that?
No, she said, Mom, I'm telling you now, this is not it. And when my oldest got on board, because she's a daddy's girl, I was like, okay, what you doing?
But what God was doing, he was showing you that this piece of this equation, you don't need to consider no more. I'm already letting you know that they're not broken, and they're broken.
Yeah.
But they're going to be okay with this.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about this piece of it.
And they're actually doing, well. They're like, Mommy, the house is so peaceful. When I say there used to be dark clouds, and there would be nights when I would pray and I would be like, God, please, don't bring him back here. Just please. Please.
But you see stuff too. You're a seer.
Yeah.
And what did you do when you would see those spirits?
Oh, God.
See, because, and listen, y'all, we've not had a conversation, but when you get two people who are prophetic sitting down together, you're going to have a prophetic conversation. So how did you fight the spirits that you saw that was the residue of what he was doing in the street?
I took money out of his pocket. I made him pay for it. Because it was sitting on me. You couldn't tell me, like, every single day. Like, I would dream about these people. I could see them. And then I just got to the point where I was like, okay, bet. Game on.
Game on. I was going to say that. Game on.
Game on. So that's when I had to say, okay, you lost yourself, so bring her back. And remind people who you are. And that came
Let me reintroduce myself.
But that came with not playing the same game per se, but it came with leveling up. So that meant me going back to school. So not only did I go back to school to get my bachelor's degree, I'll have my master's degree in March. I'm literally in my last class that just started on Tuesday.
We're going to clock the T.
I've started my own business.
Yes.
And my business is doing well. I have
Tell them what your business is.
My business is called Fab Five Marketing Agency LLC. Fab Five stands for my girls. I wanted to do something to honor them. It's a branding and marketing agency that helps clients with their overall social presence online. Whether if it's
Wait a minute, pause. Do you do AI stuff?
AI, anything, whatever.
No. Do you do AI stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
Kiara, there she is. I got her for your conference in September.
Hello.
We need you September 18th and 19th for her Girl Behold conference. She was looking for somebody that can do that. Kiara, we just got her.
Look at God.
How about that?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Just like that, and then you're gonna put your information in the comments too, when we get done. But yeah, we were looking for somebody, and I don't know, and I'm like, I know somebody. Duh.
And
There it is.
I have, and I'm grateful for the network connections that I've made with people's businesses and trusting me. Like they're passion projects to me. And so when you entrust me to do something for your business, it's an extension.
I've seen you in action working, and first of all, you represent very well.
Thank you.
You're dressed from head to toe. You're classy. You're in and out. You like boom, 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 watching everything, not missing a beat. And then boom, there she is again. Then she comes. Then she is again. It's like you're very strategic too, because you know how to walk that room and watch that room. I was watching you, and I was like, look at her. Look at her. You did the thing. I was proud. I was very proud.
What place was that? I should give them a shout out.
Platform 13.
That's what it was.
Honey, I love that place. But that was that was the first church I went to when I moved to Cleveland.
Okay.
Yes, 31 years ago. Yeah, Platform 13. Yeah, you did that.
Thank you.
You did that very well. I was really proud of you.
I'm grateful. That's one of my biggest projects, and I hold value to that because I'm a part of something that is helping to grow, and then the community is also being able to see it and participate with it and be in the space. So that again, alignment and just praying and asking God and Him showing me. So I don't take those things for granted.
Absolutely not.
I'm very, dedicated and loyal to my projects and so I'm just when I'm breathing and getting, I guess, a little choked up is because sitting in prayer and asking God to help me out of something and then not missing a beat because I listened to Him.
Ooh, that's good right there. That's good.
It's what keeps me going because sometimes, you can ask and then not wait and not be patient. I'm going to tell y'all something. I had a situation where I helped this lady with her business, and I helped her to build her business up from the ground. I mean, from every part, from her social media to her MailChimp to sending out her welcome packets to her clients. I'm also a certified life coach. I became certified back in 2020. So that was another piece that I served with her in her business. And I watched.
So you gave her everything that was in you.
Yeah, I did. And I watched her roll in the make her money. And I didn't say anything about it because we had already had it established. And so 6 months came. And I was like, all right.
Waiting for your pay.
So what's going on? And she was like, oh, I don't have anything. And I was confiding in everybody. And I was like, see, because there's levels to me. I can go from 0 to 1 million. And in a professional setting, I'm trying to stay
Professional. Yeah.
Because I'm building a brand.
But Lucretia can come out of Letitia.
Her name is Sasha.
Sasha Fierce. I love it.
And so I prayed about it. And God told me, don't say one thing to her. And so I would see her, and she was like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. And God kept saying, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. And everybody was like, you want me to say something to her? You want me to say something? And I was like, no.
No.
Leave it. I'm trusting God. I said, I know God has something bigger in store for me. Do you know that her and I both went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for a networking event? Because at this time, I was like, I need to start coming outside so I can meet
So you started
people.
marketing yourself.
Right. And so when I went to the networking event, I talked to the lady who put on the event.
Okay.
And so her and I both talked, and she said, "What you mean you're not paying her?" She said, "I see all the work." She says, "You're not paying her?" She gave me her business
Wait a minute.
card.
She told herself. She told on herself.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to say anything.
didn't.
She told on her own self.
Yep.
And so the person in charge gave you her business card.
Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I'm going to wait till I graduate, and I'll call her. I'll be ready. I'll have some stuff freed up off my plate. 10 days after I got her business card, she called me because I texted her that same day. And she was like, "Hey, I think you're the person that for a job that I need.
So
a flyer."
it pursued you. You didn't have to pursue it.
So she was like, "I need a flyer." She taught me how to hold meetings, create proposals, get example emails for what they were looking for. She helped me to establish my business in that one phone call. And right after I did her flyer, I sent her my payment method. She sent it to me. 3 days later, she called me back and was like, "Hey, can you build a website for me?"
That ain't nothing but a thing.
And so my business has just continued to.
Because God said, "Be quiet,"
Yep.
and you were quiet.
He told me to be quiet.
Every action doesn't garner a response or a reaction. And sometimes we just,
Yeah.
God, I know it's hard.
Yeah, it was, but it also taught me how to conduct myself and how to also carry my business going forward, how to do business. And so sometimes, when you step out there and you put yourself out, but you don't know what you're doing, that's how you learn being burned. And so
She said that's how you learn being burned. But you know what? Success is built on failure. Success is built on failure because failure is the bridge that should make you more determined to succeed. So success is built on failure. Failure is a part of success, a very real part of success. But I always say fail up.
Yeah.
Don't fail. If you're gonna fail up.
Yeah.
That means learn something from the mistake and let's try it again. And if that doesn't work, then learn something from that and try it again. And then before you know it, you've mastered, because at least you know what not to do the next time. But sometimes fortunately, some people just give up.
Yeah.
And they just forget it. And you were that close.
Yeah.
That close.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pivot now. Girl, what you do for fun?
Oh.
I'm gonna learn that one line dance. You had that black on with the white. I'm gonna learn that line dance, and you do all. I'm gonna learn that.
I like to do exercising is fun for me.
Yeah, it
so
is.
I do that. And then when I'm not with the kids, again, I'm still working. So when I'm working down at the event center, again, platform 13, shameless plug.
It's on Cedar.
Right.
It's on Cedar. It's a nice place to have an event, a reception, a repast, a get-together, a birthday party. Hey, y'all getting a free plug.
Listen.
Tune.
So it's fun for me down there because I wasn't out. Like, I had my kids in my early 20s when everybody was going out and living their life and doing things. So that's kind of like, that's fun for me, but I'm working, So just seeing the energy and then listening to the music. I love music. I don't know, going to the movies and doing karaoke and traveling. So I started traveling.
You did?
I did.
You got your passport?
Not yet.
Go get your passport so you can get some stamps, girl. Yes.
I'm working on it. My kids got their passports and been to France.
Oh, no,
South
you need to get
Africa.
I tell everybody, get your passport so that you are not limited to where you want to go or where you have to go. I was talking again to my sister Melanie, who was watching today, and I was saying, we need to do this. And I was like, I can't even invite that person because they don't have a passport yet. And so get the passport. You even need a passport just to drive to Canada now.
Oh, yeah.
So get the passport.
Oh, yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, so you ready, man. Ready. I got mine in my pocket. I carry it on me. We going now, let's go. Get close there. So that's cool. I love karaoke too. Sometimes it's karaoke. Sometimes it's karaoke, but I still enjoy it. I do it. I go to Miss O's on Thursdays.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
And do it, and then I'll go to No Drama sometimes on a Friday. It used to be the old Worcester, no drama.
I don't know. I'm not listening.
Cedar, girl, listen. You've been inside.
I've been inside for a long time,
Yeah,
so I
you've been
don't
inside.
really. Yeah.
You've been inside. But so I like that. I love every Monday we have a movie club. So I go. I used to go to movies by myself on Monday, and I was okay with it. And then my sister said, "Why don't you go to movies with us?" And I said, "Well, Mel, you and your husband go. That's that's your time." Girl, no. This one from church going, and that one going, and that one go. And so when I'm available, I go to the movies with them on Monday. I think it's important for women and men who are single, whether it's through widow, whether it's through divorce, whether you've never been married, to be engaged. To be outside too. And first of all, how you gonna find somebody if you inside?
Right.
Or how they gonna find you if you on the inside all the time? And Christians can go out and have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna do a whole lot of other stuff. I'm gonna have me a good time.
Yeah.
Because I'm alive.
Yeah.
So we should live. So why ain't we living?
Right.
Period. So I'm gonna pivot somewhere else again. What is your pet peeve?
But,
Name
I like communication. Like, if you don't communicate, can't talk, that's not. Like, hello? All right.
My thing is, I send you a text, you don't acknowledge it, you don't respond to it, or I'll just get like a thumbs up or not even that.
Yeah.
Then to me, you don't want to be bothered with me.
Yeah.
To me, you're not interested in having communication with me. So I back up. I reach you, because to me, it's like rejection. To me. Now, I'm not saying that's not their intent.
Right.
But to me,
That's how you feel.
That's how I process it. Like, oh, well, you know what? Well, I ain't going to text you then. Well, I ain't going to call. Well, you ain't, And yeah.
But I realize some people don't like to text. So that could be a thing too. Now,
Then you can pick up the phone and call.
Right, that's true. That's true.
So still. That's
true.
Yep. So I've just, it's like, I'm too old.
Yeah.
As 61 girl, I'm too old to be playing games. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
I think it's like this. If a man like a woman or a woman like a man, you should be able to open your mouth and say, I like. Now look, I can like you, but I might not be ready to get deep into a commitment right now with you, but I need you to know that I want you around.
That's through communication. Though.
Through communication, healthy communication, exactly. But that's communication that needs to be said too, because then what happens is you got a man who likes you, and you know he likes you, but you might not be ready for that full commitment yet. So how come you can't just say, hey, listen, right now, let's just develop this friendship and this thing. And when it's time for that commitment to come, it's going to happen organically. And again, complete disclosure and communication. I don't think people do that nowadays.
No.
They be on
I agree.
Yeah. Working with children, they don't even know how to talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened, honey? How did you hurt your arm? Because,
Yeah.
Because I was sitting down and then I felt, you don't even start a sentence like that. Right. And they all are like, because I'm like, oh.
Something that I've seen online. Social media definitely has shaped the way that we communicate with one another, I would say, because we're all so used to being on our phones and looking and watching what everybody else is doing and getting our fulfillment and our entertainment. And so some of the things that healthy conversations, and I'm just speaking to my kids, like when we get home, sit down, eat, or even in the car, phones down, let's talk. How was your day? Okay, tell me what happened today. What did you learn? Tell me about so-and-so. And they'll talk to me about whatever is going on with their friend group. And so I know about this drama. So I have 8th grade drama, 11th grade drama, freshman college drama, junior in college drama. And the baby, she's just,
chill. She just chill.
What's going on with Paw Patrol? I'm being Paw Patrol now. So, but allowing them the opportunity to speak, like, put your phone down. And then we do things like, and I know people might say, oh, it's corny, but, I grew up with my kids, you know, being a young mom and having them. So we were always together. That's like my little.
You were always
my
engaging.
community,
That was your
yeah.
tribe, right?
So we'll do things like living room karaoke,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll do guests that we'll be in restaurants and we'll play this game. And you want to know what the sad part for me was?
Right.
And not circling back to their day.
No, because we can go back.
But when we would do those things, he would kind of just be.
He was the outsider.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it. Because again, he couldn't tell you about his mama.
Ooh, you said it, not me.
It is so important. And again, I'm going to hit that thing again. Men and women. When women and men don't get that validation as children,
Yeah.
they come in bleeding on people who have not cut them.
Yeah.
And you, no matter how much love you have for that man or woman, you can't fix that.
Yeah.
They sometimes have to go, like I said, and talk to somebody and maybe take a bit to get that fixed. You know, you can love the heck out of them, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. And so we pivoted. We went there, and I came and did a little segue because now I want to know, how did dating look like after that release? How did that? I've been a widow 15 years, and I'm still trying to. I mean, I date, but guys, I don't get them.
I'm trying to turn my blinders off for the red flags. Because they're like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, everybody is not what you are used to. You know?
Yeah.
So so I choose not to see it right now. I chose not to even think about it because I'm still in the process of finding and becoming me. So
You're still in the process of choosing.
I ain't
Yeah.
got time to be no, no ma'am. Not right now.
I like that answer because then that I think sometimes we jump into stuff. For instance, I'm a widow, and I almost did this. I met someone, and he was nice, and he was cute, and he was a good provider. Oh, I'm getting ready to get married. I'm like, girl, you don't like him? You don't even you ain't even yoked to him. Wait a minute. I think sometimes with some, the pain is so heavy until you want someone to be the person that fits the void that's no longer there. And then you get into a space and place that you're not emotionally or mentally ready to handle.
I can respect that. See, I think for me, it's a little bit differently because I've been gone for so long. Like that piece for me was like separated, and I'm talking back since 2015. So leading up to now, I just want to make sure that I am who I need to be.
That's right.
And I can recognize what I don't want to happen, repeated patterns. So I think that's the space where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, no, I mean, but some people still, I'm glad that you're choosing it because like I was saying, I almost did it. I almost messed up because I was missing my husband so bad until I wanted a seat filler. That's the best way to say it. And so I almost had the wrong person sit in that seat. And and I was just looking at, oh, he's a good provider. He makes good money. He spoils me. And I was like, girl, look, we just so not yoked. You're a homebody, and I can be a homebody, but I like to be in the streets sometimes too. I like to travel too. I like spontaneity.
Yeah.
You trying to plan everything? No, come on, let's pack a bag, let's go.
Right.
That's the fun part for me. Let's do something. And look, let's do a staycation. Let's just go to a hotel here and not let anybody know where we at. But I almost messed up because I didn't choose me first. But I'm glad I got my senses. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up.
Yeah.
They're trying to find a seat filler, somebody to fill that space.
Yeah.
But especially I think women too try to find the provider. Because he's not there now. So who?
See, I don't think that is ever what.
Yes, a seat filler, Roxanne. A seat filler. That's all he was. Somebody to sit in the seat, girl.
I think I've been so interdependent that I don't look at that. I never have. because it was times where I was carrying everything, but because this is my relationship, so if you can't do it, then I have to step up and do it. And that was my mentality. So it wasn't, you can't. So, and just being disrespectful, it was, okay, so what are you working on today to get such and such and such and such? In the meantime, I know what I have to do. So I'm not afraid of working. So when people say, that's all you do is working, but that's the road that I have been in. So looking for, my mind has always been, I have to figure this out. I've always told people I was a married single person.
I was getting ready to say that after you finished. I was going to say that. I was going to say also, there's a lot of things we women do by default.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it, then I got to do it. And then vice versa, because you're sitting in the chair, but a man could be sitting there too.
Yeah.
A lot of men do things by default, like learn how to braid their daughter's hair or learn how to make the appointments for them to go get their hair, know how to schedule, go pick them up, because the wife or the woman in their life, they're not doing what they need to do. So they do things by default. Do we want to do it all the time? No.
Yeah.
But it's what we, like you said, but it has to be done. So if I don't do it, who does it?
Yeah. I can remember, all right, I guess.
Another full disclosure?
Yeah.
Another moment of disclosure.
Being selfless. I remember when I didn't work, I was a stay-at-home mom for a bit, and that was the worst time of my life, being a stay-at-home mom.
Why?
Having to ask for the things that I needed.
When you should have known what I needed and just gave me what I needed to get what I needed? Is that how you felt?
Yeah, I had 2 pairs of shoes. I had a pair of tennis shoes and I had a pair of dress shoes that I could wear to church. And those were the shoes that I went back and forth between. But he had
Nikes and
racks and all shoes, clothes, and so the money that I would get, I would take it and I would use it to go buy house supplies, and I would get things that the kids need, and I would put myself last, and I would say, no, I don't, I don't need it. And even if I never felt comfortable asking, because when I would ask, it would be like, oh, this all I got.
But then he come in for something for himself.
Yeah. But then expected me to still show up in that capacity of
intimacy and everything.
Yeah. And so it was hard for me.
And you gave me
I'm
nothing.
like, I give so much of myself to you always. And I get the bare minimum. The thing that broke the straw for me was when he told me he had only ever been 50% invested. I said,
what?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. Everything is a lesson. And so it helped me, because the things that I was
No,
seeing,
I'm so sorry you didn't know me at that time to call me so I could go check it.
I
That's
did.
what
I was just being quiet.
No, but yeah, I'm so oh my goodness.
I was throwing myself into everything else. I was like, I gotta figure.
Yeah.
If I move, like, all my creations have come out of avoidance from leaving the situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So all your creations came out of a safe place that you had to go into to maintain the mental space that you needed to maintain to stay here on this earth, not want to check out from here, and to take care of your babies.
And some of my best work, when I say some of my best work.
Oh, you did a Mary J., some of her best songs.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And then just here, last year in October, I went to another networking event, and it was called Mortar. And I recommend any small business, if you are starting a business, if you are already in a business, get into this program.
Can you, when we get off and when you have time, go back and put it in the comments for us?
I will. I got into the Mortar program, and when I walked in there, see, I'm big on energy. And if the energy is right, I feel comfortable. I feel safe with you, right? Yes. And so when I walked in a Mortar, I was like, oh, I got this. I'm going to win this program, because at the end it was a pitch competition.
Oh, please. I give you this book and you're going to pitch it right now, please. But what? Give me something harder.
And I said, let me be diligent with this. But that self-sabotage was setting in, because everybody had a physical product, right? I didn't have a physical product. My thing is digital. Back in 2020 during COVID, I did some research because I was like, where's the world trending to today?
Come on now.
Where is it going?
Use your downtime.
And
Come
the
on.
number one thing that it said was digital marketing. And so being a podcaster, I was tired of paying people to make my marketing. I studied YouTube. The top YouTube people who taught you about branding, taught you about colors, how to get pique people's interest and aesthetics and different things like that. And I was like, okay, so learning that, I learned how to edit for myself.
Go ahead.
And so when I got into mortar, I asked them, I said, well, do you think that I should be in this program? And they was like, why not? Yeah, you belong here. So I was like, all right. And so I started I had so much on my plate. I was in mortar. I was in Hurt Impact that just ended in December. I was doing my master's program, taking care of the kids, working, taking on projects for my clients. Like I had all of this on my plate. And I was like, and I started slacking with mortar. And they were like, are you going to send us your stuff?
Wow.
Because, we want to have you in this pitch competition. I was like, no, because I missed a session with one of the coaches. They were like, no, send us your piece.
Look at that.
We are giving you grace.
Look at that.
I Googled, okay, research is your best friend.
Yes.
So I said, it's 16 people who are competing. What if the first spot is taken? What's the best spot to be in? They said number 15. Everybody's going to hear the first one. 2 through 14, you're going to lose them because there's so many people.
But the last
15th spot.
Come on. Second to the last.
You are strategic.
Come on.
What you say.
Come on.
And how you say it, they're going to remember it. And it's also going to ruffle 16 because they're not.
It's going to throw them off the game. You just taught me. Listen, y'all, she gave you a free nugget. Somebody else had to pay for it. She gave you a free nugget.
15th spot. And I told them, and I listened, because here's the thing too. When you sit and you listen, you get a chance to hear what the other coaches are critiquing for everybody else.
Yes.
So they critiquing and I'm writing it down and I'm writing it and I'm changing it. And I'm like, okay. They said, tell your story. Tell your story. This is why we're not buying into it, because what's your story? Like, what got you here?
Yeah. The why. What is your why?
And so I had to take a deep breath and I had to say, no more hiding. Tell your story. I told my story and I said, y'all have no feedback for me? It was like, nope. You gonna win. Wow. And I was like, what? You sure? You think so? And I had this burn on me that entire day.
Fire.
When I say my gut was on fire.
Yes,
I'm just
fire.
listening to all this music and I was like, I got this. I got this. And guess what?
What?
The devil crept in on me when I was there and told me. I saw everybody with all their stuff set up and I was like, oh my God, my stuff don't look like theirs. Because again, I have a digital product. What am I doing? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you here? Like, can you really pull this off? Somebody said to me, she's like, you haven't gone yet. And I said, well, you got to say the best for last.
Oh, you showed up.
I showed up.
You showed out.
Oh, and I was going to throw up two up there. I was like,
wow.
And God showed, and what that also showed too was, you all right. You have already been prepared for this. You have already been doing this.
You're just walking in, you're just manifesting it in a different level, in a different atmosphere, and in a different space.
And so when it happened, when they called my name, I was like, what? Did that, and then I finished another program. And let me tell you how God moves, because I didn't even see the email. They were like, hey, we're trying to send you your money. Could you please fill this back out and send it back to us? I was like, oh.
Huh?
I didn't know, but it was 6 months. I was in this, again, just pouring. So, yeah, so God said move, and I moved.
Just like that.
Watching him pour all kind of blessings.
Come on. And so it goes back. I did for the Pink Party retreat yesterday. I did their prayer call, and and what God gave me to tell them is what He had me tell somebody else a couple of days ago. He said, "You're late on leaving," and so character assassination is coming in this season. but it is not coming to blemish your character. It's coming to provoke you to move.
Yeah.
Because so many of us get in a cycle, we get in a pattern, we become very comfortable in places.
Yeah.
And God is trying to get us to move, but because we're comfortable where we're at, even though we see we need to move, or even though we might have heard that he said move, we're not moving. We're not moving. Because again, sometimes moving means starting all over again. But it's okay to hit the reset button. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's okay to start anew. It's okay to exhale. It's okay to do something different. It's okay to say, no, I'm going to do this now. It's all because it's your life.
Yeah.
It is your life. And I think when we begin to measure our life and begin to compare it to the life of somebody else, that's where we mess up. You sat there and you took and compared what God gave you to what all of them did.
Yeah.
And too many times we've done that, but what you did was you stayed and you continued. Some of us flight, and then we never know.
Yeah.
And then we're angry, and then we're bitter, and then we're da-da-da-da-da. But you just simply stood on the word, stood on what God told you, even in the place of being uncomfortable and not looking like everything else around you. You stayed.
Thank God. Shout out to my mother for that, because she was like, get that together.
What's the number? Because you said your mother. So what's the number one phrase your mother would tell you? Paralyzed. That's right, Auntie. We get paralyzed. What's the number one phrase? Because I tell people, like, don't let what you can't change you now. Come on. So what was?
I noticed. I'm gonna say it how she says it. I'm not cussing because bow ass. Okay, but my mother.
No broke ass.
My mother said, get your folk ass focused.
Ooh.
And so I live by that. When I see myself drifting into something that is taking my mind, I said, get your folk ass focused.
That's
so
good.
I can focus back on the mission and never forget that. So that's what I live by.
I am glad that you came to. I'm gonna fix. I gotta fix what I wrote, but
And I got something.
And you got something from me. Oh my goodness! Look at But I want to thank you, and we got a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to thank you for being transparent, because you help some people, and I have this platform to help others. But I'm going to put this out here. It's every third Wednesday of the month. If you ever need one of my third Wednesdays, you can have it.
To do what, honey? What you talking?
To sit right here and be you.
Shut up.
And I will pay for that Wednesday.
Oh my God.
That's how much I love you. That's how much I trust you. Close your mouth. Love is what love does. I saw you fight. I saw the abuse, and you never said a word. I saw you. God let me see, and I just prayed. And when you released yourself, I saw that too. And I was so, so proud of you. You survived. You stood. And you fought the devil tooth and nail, and you won. So any third Wednesday of the month that you need to sit here and do something for you, I will pay for the show. You come and you have that space and you have a place. Because your voice is released now. And it's time to tell your story. Everybody, thank you for tuning in with Conversations with Auntie. I love y'all so much. I thank you for always being here every third Wednesday of the month. Larry, how much time I got? 1 minute? Y'all stay well, y'all stay blessed, but most of all, I need you to be a blessing to somebody, not just today, but every day. And tomorrow, find somebody, surprise them, and do an intentional act of kindness to somebody, because you never know the weight that somebody else is carrying. And for you ladies, won't you do something nice for a man? And for you men, won't you do something nice for a lady, somebody that you don't even know?